PlayStation 5 Pro has dropped information on it, and people are going crazy because the price is about $700 to $800. Of course, I'm just talking about in USD. In some other countries, it is getting wicked with the price. Now, Sony made sure to talk about the differences between the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro because, of course, this is a sales pitch. So what you're going to be paying for is super resolution, higher frame rates from 30 to 60, and advanced ray tracing. This does not include the $30 stand, which you're probably going to need, and you're going to have to pay for storage like it's goddamn Apple because they removed the hard drive storage. Personally, I'm not tripping really on the hard drive storage removal. There's been rumors for years that Sony wanted to do this, and in fact, when the PlayStation 5 came out, I didn't think there was going to be a hard drive storage in it at all. I thought they were going to go straight to cloud storage. Selling storage is scummy. I tell my girl this all the time when it comes to her Apple products. Plus, it seems like Sony is set on cracking people's heads with the price of storage. This seems like this is a console for the graphic cores like me. I'm not buying that shit though, but I can see people who have like OLED TVs and want that extra performance being interested in this. PlayStation 5 not having a disk drive shouldn't be too much of an issue, but of course with gaming hate trains, everything is blown out of proportion. And I say that because in the first fiscal quarter year of 2024, approximately 80% of Sony Corporation's PlayStation gaming sales were generated via digital downloads. Now, do I think it's about 80%? I think it's probably about like 70 to 80%. I don't know if it's that high, maybe even 60%, but the whole point is a lot of people are buying digitally now opposed to physically. I stopped playing PlayStation because I wanted a better quality for live streaming, better competition with mouse and keyboard, and my PlayStation started to sound like a jet engine. But when I did play PlayStation, I hated how they never had any sales on the games. I decided not to get the PlayStation 5 because of those filthy goddamn resellers, right? They took the PlayStations and they were originally like what, $400, and they were selling them for about they were selling them for about what, $600 to $800. Some of y'all have already paid the price for a PS5 Pro. But of course, we wouldn't be gamers if we didn't shame other gamers for buying things that we are not interested in, would we? And of course, there's been some people exaggerating the price. I've seen some people compare a $700 PS5 Pro to an $1,000 PC like they're the same thing. But wait, here's the big one. I've even heard some people say,
for $700, you might as well just buy a PC.
Listen, stop lying to people. For $700, you will be building a fucking vacuum. You will be building a toaster oven. By the time you get the pieces to you in the mail, they will be obsolete. You are better off going behind a micro center and digging in the dumpster for PC parts and building your rig than finding a $700 PC that has the same specs as the PS5 Pro. And I get it. I know we're in this like pussy era where everybody's upset about everything and everybody's feelings are hurt. But if someone wants to buy a $700 console for a graphical update, or let's just say they haven't even had a PlayStation in a while, let them do it. There's nothing wrong with being a cheap gamer. I am a cheap gamer myself. I'm always looking to try to save money on Steam keys. But I feel like some of y'all are unnecessarily cheap, man, and it's crazy. I mean, you barely buy new video games. You think everything is supposed to be dirt cheap. And any time there's any optional microtransactions in a game, guess who's the first to cry like a pussy? And if you think I'm lying, just remember the fake outrage that we had for Dragon's Dogma 2. At the end of the day, this is for people who want to pay for that extra bit of performance and that extra bit of quality. I mean, this thing comes with 2 terabytes of hard drive storage, and I know I may be talking too much sense here, but you know, when you get done playing a game, just uninstall it if it gets to the point where it's getting really full. Not having a disk drive is kind of messed up. It is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, y'all aren't even buying these physical copies, right? And that's why it seems like they leaned heavily into completely digital for this console. I mean, just take a look at GameStop and how many times they've been on the verge of closing. The ways of disc trading was going to go eventually. Take a look at DVDs, take a look at VHSs. And before you start, nobody's paid by Sony, you stupid bitches. I'm just tired of gamers crying like bitches, man. Aren't y'all tired of crying? I feel like every game that comes out or everything that comes out gaming related, just cry, cry, cry. Now, granted, some things do deserve criticism. I'm not even saying that, but damn. I mean, what did y'all think that gaming was going to get cheaper as technology advances? Bro, take a look outside your window. Nothing is getting cheaper. But stop lying to people, man. You ain't getting no PC for $700 unless it's a bomb from fucking Temu.